The period following the Second World War was marked by significant political changes worldwide, including decolonization, the rise of new political ideologies, and the establishment of new international organizations. Here is an overview of key political developments in different regions.
Europe became the central stage for the Cold War between the Soviet Union and the United States, leading to the division of Germany and the creation of NATO and the Warsaw Pact. Efforts to integrate Europe economically and politically led to the formation of the European Coal and Steel Community in 1951, and eventually the European Economic Community in 1957, which evolved into the European Union. Eastern European countries fell under Soviet influence, establishing communist governments. The fall of the Berlin Wall in 1989 and the dissolution of the Soviet Union in 1991 marked the end of communist rule in these regions.
Many Asian countries gained independence from European colonial powers, including India in 1947, Indonesia in 1949, and Malaysia in 1957. The Chinese Civil War ended in 1949 with the establishment of the People's Republic of China under the Communist Party, led by Mao Zedong. The Korean Peninsula was divided into North and South Korea after a war from 1950 to 1953 that solidified the split.
African nations pursued independence from colonial rule, leading to a wave of decolonization in the 1950s and 1960s. Ghana became the first sub-Saharan African country to gain independence in 1957. In South Africa, the apartheid system of racial segregation was established in 1948 and remained until 1994, when Nelson Mandela became the first black president of South Africa.
The State of Israel was established in 1948, leading to ongoing conflicts with Arab nations and the Palestinian population. The discovery and exploitation of oil resources significantly impacted the political landscape, with countries like Saudi Arabia and Iran gaining global economic and political influence.
In the United States, the civil rights movement in the 1950s and 60s sought to end racial segregation and discrimination against African Americans. Many Latin American countries experienced political upheavals, including revolutions, military coups, and the rise of authoritarian regimes. The Cuban Revolution in 1959 led to the establishment of a communist government under Fidel Castro.
The United Nations was established in 1945 to promote international cooperation and prevent future conflicts. The period saw the end of European colonial empires, with many countries in Asia and Africa gaining independence. Many newly independent countries formed the non-aligned movement in 1961 to avoid alignment with either the Western or Eastern blocs during the Cold War. These events reshaped global politics, leading to new alliances, conflicts, and the emergence of new political ideologies and movements.